On my graduation day, I sat alone in my car eating cold food, while everyone else celebrated with their families. Then someone knocked on my window, and everything changed. Understood. My name is Emily Parker, asterisk. I was 18 years old, 星星. And this is the story of how I spent my graduation day sitting alone in my car, eating cold onion rings, and trying not to let the tears fall. Everyone says graduation is supposed to be one of the happiest days of your life. Maybe. For most people it is. But not for me. While my classmates were hugging their parents, posing for endless photos with balloons and bouquets, I sat parked at the far edge of Riverview High School's lot. I wasn't hiding exactly. I just didn't want to be seen. Through the hazy windshield, I watched the gym doors swing open. Families poured out, mothers blotting their eyes, fathers standing tall with pride, younger siblings running onto the steps for pictures. Inside my car, the silence pressed in on me. My cap and gown lay wrinkled on the passenger seat. The diploma I had fought so hard to earn sat unopened in my lap. I had mailed out invitations, one to my mom at the recovery shelter, one to my dad's last known address, though I wasn't sure he even lived there anymore, and one to my aunt, who hadn't returned a call in over a year. I wasn't shocked when no one showed up. Hurt, yes, but surprised? Not really. So I did what I'd always done. I swallowed the ache, stayed quiet, and pretended it didn't matter. But just when I thought the day couldn't feel emptier, there was a knock on my window, and everything changed. People talk a lot about broken homes, but no one ever explains how quiet the world becomes when no one is waiting for you. Growing up, it was mostly just me. My father left when I was 6. One day he was packing for a short trip. The next, he was gone. No goodbye, no explanation. After that, it was just my mom and me, and some days, not even her. My mom fought her own demons. First pills, then anything she could get. By 13, I was cooking my own meals and walking to school alone. I learned how to explain away bruises and ignore hunger. I learned how to disappear while standing in plain sight. At 15, I started working evenings at a corner market. Cash under the table, late nights, weekends. I told myself it was for savings, but really I needed somewhere that wasn't home. When my mom was arrested the second time, I moved in with my aunt. She said it was temporary, but she barely met my eyes, like I was a reminder she didn't want. I stayed in the guest room and tried not to exist too loudly. At 17, I rented a small room from an elderly woman who lived alone. She liked that I paid rent on time and kept to myself. School was the only place I felt halfway visible. I wasn't popular, but I worked hard. I joined the yearbook staff, not because I loved photos, but because I preferred standing behind the lens, watching, not being watched. Graduation became my finish line, not because I was excited, but because I needed proof. I could make it through something. I circled the date on my calendar and sent out those invitations. I let myself hope just a little. Maybe my mom would be sober. Maybe my dad would feel guilt. Maybe my aunt would remember how to care. No one came. Even when you expect it, hope hurts when it dies. When the ceremony ended, I didn't stay. I skipped the reception, peeled off my gown in the restroom, and grabbed cheap fast food before parking behind the auditorium. Far from the noise. I wasn't angry, just exhausted. The ceremony itself had looked normal. Principal Harris, called my name. I smiled. I shook hands. I accepted my diploma. The gym echoed with cheers. Every name brought a family to its feet. When my name was called, there was a small clap, probably a teacher. I was grateful. But when I scanned the crowd, there was no one standing for me. I walked straight off the stage and out into the hallway. Outside, the sun felt too bright. I slid into my car and slammed the door like it could keep the world out. I ate soggy onion rings and stared at the dashboard. This was the moment I'd worked toward, and it felt like nothing. I looked at my diploma and wondered if someone would knock and tell me it had been a mistake. And then there was a knock. I jumped, dropping my food. When I looked up, Principal Harris stood outside my window, still wearing his graduation robes, cap slightly crooked. I cracked the window. Mind if I sit for a moment? He asked. He didn't wait for an answer. He folded into the passenger seat like he'd done it 100 times. We sat quietly. I noticed you didn't stay, he said gently. Didn't feel like celebrating? I shrugged. He nodded. I skipped mine too. That surprised me. My parents were divorcing, he said. They argued through the ceremony. I left and sat in the public library for hours. Then he looked at me. Emily, I know what you've overcome. He told me about my attendance record, about counselors who worried I wouldn't finish, about the odds stacked against me. Most don't make it, he said. But you did. I didn't know what to say. Then he said something that changed everything. Sometimes we focus so hard on who isn't there, we forget to see who was. He started naming them. Miss Adler, who stayed late for tutoring. Coach Bennett, who let me shower at school when my water was cut off. Mrs. Nolan, in the cafeteria, who always added extra food. And the English teacher who once slipped me a key when I had nowhere to sleep. You weren't invisible, he said softly. Your support just didn't look like photo albums. Then he handed me an envelope. Inside was a card filled edge to edge with handwritten notes. Every teacher, every counselor, even staff. There was a small check clipped inside. For books, he said. Or whatever you need. My throat closed. I couldn't speak. Strength isn't just surviving alone, he said. Sometimes it's accepting help. Before leaving, he added, a few of us are getting dinner at Harbor Diner, You're welcome. I sat there long after he left. Then I went. When I walked into that diner, people smiled. A seat was made for me. No speeches, no spotlight, just warmth. That night, I learned something I should have known sooner. Family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the people who choose you, quietly, consistently when they don't have to, and for the first time in my life, I felt like I belonged.